Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I'm so cold this morning. It's like 55 degrees. I think it's a little warmer now than it was, but I still have a chill. So I've got a little bit of an update today, and I need your help with something. So stay tuned for that. But I got some more work done on Laundry Basket Quilts EPP project for block 33 of 55. So I am almost done with it. I hope to have it done by the end of the week, so I don't have to think about it anymore. But I've been working on that. So I did some EPP work yesterday, and I'll show you some more on that. But let's see. I finished block 34. Did that yesterday. My heart. Now I'm getting it on the board here so you can see. So her block in the paper and my block and my heart. So I'm very happy with that. I love the basket block. That is just all me right there. So I'm very, very happy with that. And I can now put this one in the bin. Finish up 33. And then so like next week, I won't be participating in that block for the next 2 weeks. So when I come back on the 9th, on Tuesday's video, I'm sorry, the 10th, I'll do a video on the 9th, but so when I come back on Monday. But on Tuesday, I will have to do blocks 35 and 36 and 37. So I'll have 3 blocks to do that week. So hopefully they'll be simple so I can get them all done in one day so I don't fall behind. I'm doing so well at keeping up with this project that I'm just like, let's keep it up. So now the next thing, I went to cut fabrics for the piece baskets, the one that we had chosen. Picked out fabrics, and I realized I didn't want in the 9-patch section in the middle here any white in there. I just want the white to be in between the handle and the basket and the outside of the basket. So I needed another fabric. So I chose a lighter pink to go along with the brighter pink that I had not yet chosen. So I will be getting these cut and get this block done. I will get it cut and get it ready for tomorrow's sew along. So I will sew the basket block during our video tomorrow. Oh, the one thing, because I was going to say if there's anything funny with it that needs to be discussed. Back with the laundry basket quilts, block 34. So I did mine all in half square triangles. If you're sewing along with this, the instructions or the way that Edita sews it is much different than the one that I did. All of these are little 2-inch half square triangles. I cut my fabrics, the 3 fabrics, 2.5, and then trimmed them down. This one here, when I got this top section done and this section done, I was able to determine what size this larger half square triangle needed to be. And now I don't even remember. It was 3.5. Yes, 3.5. So I cut my fabrics 4 inches, both of these fabrics, and trimmed them down to 3.5. And then I was able to put this block together like this. So it looks very much like hers. It's just, I did it a little differently. because she uses just quarters. She pieces the half square and the half square together, and then the same with this. So I did mine just a hair differently. So just wanted to let you kind of know how I went about getting that block piece together. So tomorrow I'll be sewing this basket block up during our video. And that should probably take the entire hour, if not a little bit more, because I'm hoping to have all of the fabric cut. So if not, I can come to the video and cut fabric too if I need to. The other thing that I worked on, I did some more EPP work, and I made another hexie flower, this one here, in red, white, and blue. And it's going on, I had brought out my tote bag, my little French tote bag. So bougie. I brought out my tote bag and said I was going to embellish it. And I have done that. I took actually a quilt block, a vintage quilt, and I used to make a lot of things like out of vintage quilt. I took a vintage quilt and cut a heart out of it. And it was in a stash of a whole bunch of hearts. And then I sewed on a hexie. These are Lori Holt hexies to that, and then sewed it onto my bag. So that's on that side. And then I sewed this hexie onto this side. Let me get this right. I sewed that hexie onto this side. And there's a funny story about this. So it's not that easy to sew this to it. Hey, Heather. It wasn't very easy to sew these onto this bag because you got to get your hand in such a way in order to do it. And when you get to the other side, you can't stuff your hand in through the bottom. So what I did was I opened the bag up as much as I could so that the back wasn't in the way. And I laid it on my lap. Guess what I did twice? Well, the first time I laid it on my lap without opening it up, and I sewed it to the other side. So I had to pull out the stitches. So the bag was like sewn shut. So I had to pull out my stitches, and I started again. So I took the back and separated it from the front and laid it on my lap and sewed it to my leg. And I was rolling. I was laughing so hard. I'm like, I cracked myself up. So I put that hexie on there. Now this little floret, what this is, it's a vintage, I got it in an antique store, is a vintage shoe clip. So they would put these on the front of your shoe. I don't know if you remember those days, but it's a little clip. It has little prongs on the other side, so it would stick in the leather of your shoe, and these little rosettes. And I had a set of 2 of these because for a pair of shoes, right? So I just stuck it right here. I don't know if that'll hold. I'm trying to figure out another way to do it because I do have another one. And I thought, oh, I'll just hot glue it to the center of my hexie. And I still might do that for this one because I'm going to put this one on the back. And the back side is just very plain. And I do have a pocket too that is very deep that I can get my hand in. So, but when you get to the bottom parts, I don't know how well that's going to go over. But I'm going to put that on the back. With or without this, I don't know yet. And so I went through my stash of other things. So like here's another little quilted piece that I cut out of a vintage quilt. I thought I'd sew that on. I also pulled out some vintage, what do you call these things? Doilies. And thought, oh, I can stick that on the outside underneath it and sew it down on top of it. Put it under a hexie kind of thing. And I just didn't have the right color hexie to do that with. So I don't know if I'll just stick this on by itself. I may not do anything more just because it's such a hassle to try to sew them on. But when it's not hard to sew them, it's just a little bit of a hassle. I've got another little hexie here, a Lori Holt fabric. I thought I'd put a little patch on that and sew it down. I'm going to try. We'll see. I'm still making a purple flower as well. So I'm still embellishing my bag. I kind of wanted to do that before I went on vacation. So um, we'll see if I continue to do it. But this is what we've got so far. Oh, I also found a little vintage tassel that was in my stash. And I put that on the little hangy dangy thing here. So I've got my bag has started to get embellished a little bit. My little bougie bag. So I'm having fun with that. That was a lot of fun. So I did spend quite a bit of time working on that project yesterday and making some hexies and working on my EPP block for laundry basket quilts. So I was working on that. I don't know if I'm going to go through anything else and find any other things to embellish my bag with, but I was playing with that. So the other thing, now I'm going to move on to some like announcements. I need a little help picking out fabric because I decided I couldn't let this one slide. I have to participate in the Red Sky at Night sew along, quilt along. And this is with, oh, what is her name? Tales of Cloth. And it's an Australian young lady. And I want to participate in this. This is going to be a long-term project. I'm not planning to do this. You heard about this one. Yes. It's on my Facebook page, and I'm going to scroll through it because she showed another video, and I was like, oh, it is just so cute. It's so nice. And so I didn't want to do it in very modern. I want to do a scrappy version, but I didn't want to go modern with this. I wanted to do something scrappy, but with bright, traditional reproduction fabrics. And you got the email, okay? Because I signed up. I provided another video on my Facebook page. I'm going to share this with you. And oh, there we go. So it's on my Facebook page. This is moving very slow. I apologize for that. Okay, just making sure that I'm there. And so the Little Pink Homestead, I did provide a link here for you to go ahead and sign up if you want to work with that one. Emails will come out, like I think in the 3rd, you get an email with patterns and stuff. And then on the 6th, she's doing videos, which will come out. So I'm going to do this one in just with fabrics that I have in my stash. So that one is a good one that I'll start. I think it starts while I'm on vacation, but I'm going to pick it up when I get back. So I can't wait to do this one. This one's so adorable. So I'm going to do this from my stash, so it's going to be a little bit more modern. But this one here is the one that caught me. She finished hand quilting it, and it's a lot of traditional blocks. It's EPP and quilted, and she gives you versions to do EPP only, quilted only, or both EPP and quilted. And I downloaded the ebook this morning, and I just think this is just so cute. And I'm going to try to do both EPP and the quilted version of it. I'm going to continue. Oh, so what I did was I went to her Facebook page and liked her page so that I could follow along, and then scrolled through until I found some links where I could get to an email. There's a picture of her hand quilting quilt. Hope you're still seeing this. Yeah, okay. So here's hand quilting the quilt, and I'm like, oh, I want to do that too. So I don't know if I'll do that or not. We'll get there when I get there. So I just kept hitting these see mores until I got like some notifications as to, what do I do to participate in this sew along? And I kept hitting these until all of a sudden it says click here to check it out. So I clicked there, and that took me to where I needed to go. There was also, I think, something where you just had to put a word in the description box below. Yeah, it says learn more about Red Sky at Night coming Tuesday via the link in my profile. And you can go to the link in her profile. I think there was also something where if you just put a word in the description, then she'll email you, message you with all the information. So that's how I got my email started. So and that's not this. I've had to do that same thing with others. So if you're finding it hard using the links that I provide with the pictures, go to their page and you'll find a lot more information on it that way. So let's see here. So I find this just very, very fun. I'm going to stop sharing that. So what I need help with is my fabric choice because I've got two. So I'm going to share my screen with pictures of fabric. Let's see here. This one, Quiet Grace from Kim Deal. 32 fat quarters for this one and make it very scrappy looking. And I'll just use one of the 3 background fabrics that are on here as a background, I believe. I don't know. I kind of wanted to go a little bit darker, so maybe a tan or something. I'll have to do some research on that, but I've narrowed it down to 2 bundles as my palette for this quilt. And Quiet Grace is the first one. And I'm going to put these 2 pictures out on the community tab for a vote because I still have time to purchase these. I want them to be here. It starts like the Friday after I get back from vacation. So I've got a week. So I want to place my order at least the first week in September to make sure that I have it in plenty of time. So let's stop sharing that one and show you the other one that I would also like to do. And I'm leaning more towards this one. It's coming up. Is 19th Century Sparklers by Pam Buddha. Still coming up. My computer's running a little slow this morning and I hope it doesn't freeze. But oh, I really like the bright colors in this one. So I'm torn. The other one has way more options and it's still bright. No, you guys, I'm still torn. This is the quilt. So I'm thinking I'll just get 2 of these. I love this fabric. Oh my God. I think it's just so fun and cheery and bright. But I also like Kim Deal's too. I don't know. I'm still torn. So I need some help making that decision. And I will be placing my order by the end of, not next week, but the week after to make sure I have it in plenty of time. You like the Kim Deal one better? Okay. It's a tad bit more muted, but still, yeah, I'm torn. I really, really am. I can't hit the button on either one of them. I have both of them in my cart. Plus, all right, let's move on to this one. Scandinavian Christmas with Primitive Gatherings. This is a red and white quilt that I would like to make. I'm going to be far behind on this one, but again, it's going to be a little longer term than what she's doing. But this is the first block that's in it. So I was looking for red and white fabric, and I thought, oh, I'll just purchase hers. That quarter shop doesn't have it, but I could probably find it someplace else. The other option I have, and I'll share my screen on that one, is this option. Garnets and Gingham by Kim Deal. So yeah, I'm thinking, it's either gonna be that or, and this one here, I would need to hit the button on and buy it sooner rather than later. So I'm gonna do some more research on this one. It does give more options, yes. And I think it has got bigger prints and I really like it. And I like the ginghams in it. It seems very Christmassy to me. So I think I want to do that one for this one. And I probably will hit the button on that one before the end of the week. But so it'll come while I'm on vacation. But I really like that red and white option there. See, I'm moving into my reproduction phase of the year where I'm looking at making fallish looking quilts too. So I might be picking fabrics for new sew alongs. They are more in this kind of range of fabric. So like I said, I'm going to post the two fabrics in the community tab with or on Facebook with I can't, there's a poll option, I think, in the community tab. So, and also because I have added this, yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're right. If you want a darker background, you could use a totally different option. The pink and quiet grace would be awesome. Yeah, you are right. Oh, yep. Yep. You are right. I did want to go a little darker than the white, but hang on. Let's take a look at that. Quiet grays. There we go. This pink one right here. Yeah, it's cute. It is very nice. Yeah, I was kind of thinking more like an tan because I thought the white was a little too bright. Ivory cream, closer to brown, but more brown in it. But that pink, yeah, you got me thinking in another way. Thinking outside the box, exactly. You got me thinking outside the box with this one. Yeah, I wanted something really small print. I don't want anything too busy because all the other fabrics mixed in with it would be a little different. Ooh, ooh, got me thinking. So, like I said, with this one, I still have a couple of weeks to make a decision. So, I will include that in my poll. I need a background option. So, you're not weird. You're just helping me think outside the box because I get stuck too in this. Hit the wrong button. I wanted to end my stream. No. So anyway, I'm kind of I've been really struggling with it. I've been playing with that all morning. That's kind of what I've been like my head is stuck right now. So I will put that out on Facebook or the community tab or both and look for some polling options. So I'm looking forward to that. I had to rearrange my schedule. So I did post something out on the community tab yesterday that had projects, current projects, and the ones that are upcoming. And I have to throw this one into the mix. So I had to redo my calendar because I'm so visual, I have to see it. And yeah, I'm feeling a little overwhelmed. But like I said, some of these are going to be a little bit longer term. I don't intend to finish or work at the same pace that the schedule allows because some of these, like Scandinavian Christmas is every other week. So I might be doing it once a month. This Red Sky at Night is weekly. I'll probably be doing that every other week or every 3 weeks or every 4 weeks. However, I mean, I don't want to feel like I'm forcing myself to follow the same schedule. So, and I don't need to have them finished by December, like their schedule allows, their schedule is set for. So I'm going to work at my own pace on that. But there there's just always something that you just have to do, right? I don't know. It's a quilter. It's like I want to make it all. I want to make it all. So with this Hexie project I'm taking, I'm changing my whole scheme on that, and I'm going to be going through my scrap basket, my scrap bin, which is the size of a garbage can. Exactly. I'm going to work at my pace. But if those of you want to sew along and work at the same pace that I am, I might be redesigning the schedule that currently exists so that it kind of fits for me. And if you want to follow the same schedule, please feel free. I mean, I don't want to force anybody to do anything that is, just because the schedule says that doesn't mean you have to follow it. So I want to keep busy and I want to have interesting projects to work on that keep me motivated and wanting to continue doing. And I have content for these daily videos, and we might have more sew along days. Whatever it takes to make these things happen. I'm willing to make changes along the way. So if you have any feedback or any ideas based on the schedule that I've already put out there that does not include this project, let me know if you have any ideas about that and what you think, would be a thing to follow. Do I change the times of my videos to something later in the evening so more people can follow along? Or do you prefer to just watch them after the fact? I'll put some polls and stuff out there. I need to keep content rolling too while I'm on vacation. So it's not like I want to show a video where I'm at or quilt shops that I go to, um, things that we're doing, food we're eating, restaurants we go to, um, stuff. I want to keep continuing to post so longs that I find, because I'm sure I'm going to be sitting around twiddling my fingers and scrolling through Facebook and Instagram and Pinterest and things like that. So the content's going to keep rolling even while I'm on vacation. So don't, I won't be live every day at 10 a.m., but I might show up live at any second of the day. You just never know I'm going to post something. I'm just saying. It's my intention to continue to keep posting interesting content. I'm feeling like this week is a little bit on the boring schedule, and I got a little excited about this, and I hope I got others excited about it too. So, and not to feel like I can't fit it into my schedule. Of course you can. You just won't work at the same pace as the original schedule that the designer or the group has set out for you. So I like having multiple projects going at one time, obviously. So it keeps me in my ADH brain. I get overwhelmed, don't get me wrong, but I just take a breath, sit down, and visualize it. So I have to write things down. I have to put calendars together. I have to put lists together. I have to put to-do lists together. And it gets me more focused, gets me reined in, and stops all the clutter going on in my brain. So, but I'm really, really excited for all the quilt alongs that are coming up. And I hope you are too, and you're joining along and having fun with this, because I am now, I've got a list of projects that need fabric. So I'm on the hunt. I'm on the hunt for fabric and can't wait to start touching it. All right, you guys. That's all I have for you today. Also, just a reminder that, I'm only a handful of subscribers away from reaching 500. And I've done my 100th video yesterday. quilt tube video, that is. I've got other videos out there, but so when I get back from vacation, if we've reached 500 or more, I'm having a little gift away. One item, one kind of hefty item, big item. I don't know what exactly I mean by that, whether it means price or size. I have no clue. But we're going to have a little gift away. So keep the subscribers, keep sharing my channel. I'm out there to provide blocks of the month, sew along, quilt alongs. Um, I rearrange schedules. I find them. I join in on them. I want to keep being the quilt bomber, as I say, and provide that kind of interest, that kind of content. So if you're interested and you think others might be too, please share. So you guys have a fabulous rest of your day. I will see you tomorrow for our, at least at a minimum, 1 hour long sew along video at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time tomorrow, Thursday, August 22nd. And you have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. I love you guys. Have fun. Bye.